Welcome aboard, young historians and crew. Let's jump right into today's explainer. Get ready to set sail because today we're exploring the high seas through one of the absolute most famous, foot-stomping sailor work songs ever written, Blow the Man Down. We're going to journey back in time, discover how music wasn't just for listening, but was literally for surviving, and look at some pretty incredible history facts along the way. So grab your imaginary sea lakes and let's get into it.
Okay, so picture this. You're in the 1800s. You've got this massive wooden ship, right? But here's the catch. No engines. Zero. So how on earth do you move that thing across an entire ocean? Well, everything from lifting those incredibly heavy anchors off the seabed to raising giant heavy canvas sails into the sky had to be done by hand. It was literally just sailors using ropes, pulleys, and pure muscle power. Imagine having to coordinate 20 people to pull a heavy rope at the exact same millisecond. I mean, if everyone pulls at different times, nothing moves. Enter the sea shanty. Now, the crucial thing to understand here is that a sea shanty wasn't just some fun song you'd sing at a party. No way. It was a survival tool. A shanty is a rhythmic work song. It was entirely designed to help sailors pull on ropes at the exact same time. Think of it like a giant musical countdown. If everyone hauled on the rope right on the main beat of the song, the combined strength of the crew made a nearly impossible job actually doable. The music quite literally powered the ship. And that brings us to a really specific word for our vocabulary: halyard. Blow the Man Down isn't just any shanty. It is specifically a halyard shanty. A halyard is the heavy rope used for raising and lowering the sails. Because getting those massive sails up into the wind takes a lot of really long, heavy, exhausting pulls, the sailors needed a very specific type of song to match that exact physical motion. Because hauling those halyard ropes required such intense effort, these songs featured a steady, swaying rhythm. Imagine the motion: pull and rest, pull and rest. The song's beat acted like a giant metronome for the crew, keeping every single person perfectly in time. By matching their movements to this steady beat, the crew could endure hours of backbreaking work without losing their coordination. Section 1. The story of Blow the Man Down, sailing the black ball line. So, where did this iconic tune actually come from? Well, it originated as an English public domain piece, meaning we don't know the exact person who wrote it, and today it just belongs to everyone. But it became incredibly famous among a specific fleet, which is a group of ships sailing together. That fleet was the Black Ball Line. This was a really renowned fleet of super-fast sailing ships that regularly crossed the wild Atlantic Ocean, traveling back and forth from Liverpool in England all the way to New York in America. The sailors sang it as they battled the ocean winds, turning this English tune into a totally global anthem. Now, here is a really fascinating bit of history regarding the secret meaning behind the words. The title, Blow the Man Down, sounds a bit violent, right? Literally, in the 19th century, if a sailor was knocked over by a strong gust of wind or a heavy wave, they were blown down. But the sailors were actually using slang. In reality, they were using the song to sing about blowhard officers. Those were the strict bosses on the ship who pushed the crew super hard. So it was a sneaky, clever way for the sailors to complain about their strict bosses right in front of them while they worked. Section 2. Why do we still sing it? From 1800 ships to modern classrooms. Obviously, massive cargo ships have huge engines today. We don't need dozens of people pulling ropes to cross the ocean anymore. But this song hasn't disappeared. In fact, it's an essential part of modern learning, especially in programs like the TMEP Music Education program. It's incredibly important for Key Stage 2 students for 3 big reasons. First, music education. It's fantastic for learning rhythm and melody, which is exactly why students in the Stage 2 Achieve Guild for Piano practice it so much. Second, history. It helps us remember those brave sailors. And third, teamwork. It proves that when we pull together, we can achieve some pretty amazing things. Let's actually try something right now. Imagine you're on the ship, and it's rocking on the waves. Can you clap along with a steady, swaying beat? Give it a try. Clap, pulled, Feel that rhythm? That's the exact timing the sailors used. And while you're clapping, I want you to think about the music itself. Which instrument do you think sounds the most like the ocean or the roaring wind in this piece? It's pretty amazing how music can paint a picture like that. All right, let's quickly lock in some of these essential sea shanty facts we've covered. A shanty, that's your rhythmic sailor work song. A halyard is the heavy rope for hoisting a sail. English shanty tells us the cultural origin of our tune. And finally, public domain is this fantastic term, meaning this piece of history doesn't belong to any one person. It belongs to everyone, and you can perform it freely.
It's our shared history.
Section 3. Test your sailor knowledge. The crew quiz.
Okay, crew, question number 1. What was the main purpose of a sea shanty? Was it A, to entertain the captain? B, to help sailors work together by providing a rhythm? C, to make the ship sail magically faster? Or D, to tell scary stories about sea monsters? Shout it out. If you said B, you nailed it. Great job. A sea shanty was first and foremost a tool to help sailors work together by providing that all-important rhythm. It is all about teamwork and steady timing. Moving right along to question 2, testing that nautical vocabulary. What exactly is a halyard used for on a ship? Is it A, steering the ship, B, cooking meals for the crew, C, cleaning the deck, or D, raising and lowering the sails? And the answer is D, raising and lowering the massive sails. Remember, doing that required an immense amount of heavy, rhythmic pulling, which is exactly why they needed a specific halyard shanty to get the job done. All right, final quiz question for today. Let's test your memory on those history facts. Which famous fleet of ships is Blow the Man Down often linked to? Was it A, the Black Ball Line, B, the Royal Navy, C, the Pirate Kings, or D, the Golden Star Fleet? Yes, it was A, the Black Ball Line. Huge congratulations to everyone who got that right. Consider yourselves officially promoted to knowledgeable young historians of the sea. You totally nailed those facts about the famous fleet sailing between Liverpool and New York. So, as we wrap up today's explainer, I want you to just picture it. Imagine you're standing right there on the deck of a wooden ship. You can feel the salt spray on your face, and you're pulling together with your crew. The next time you hear this tune, or maybe practice it in your music lessons, don't just hear the notes, feel the history. I'll leave you with this one final thought. Sailors used music to make completely impossible tasks possible. So, what difficult task would you use a work song for today? Cleaning your room? Doing homework? Practicing your piano skills? Think about it. Rhythm and teamwork are literally just as powerful today as they were on the 1800 seas. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, crew. Until next time, keep the rhythm steady.